Hi everyone. How are you guys? I've managed to make it work somehow. Please let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me, if the music is too loud or not. How you guys been? Welcome to my crib. I've got 6 people. Oh, wow, that's more than usual. Yay, Betsy can hear me and see me. You like my beard? I'm letting it, wild a little bit now. Got my gamer juice. Oh. Okay, so today we've got kindness and fortitude to work on, and it's from our beloved and favorite designer, Jacob, from Modern Folk Embroidery. Let me just change the exposition a little bit. You should be able to see it. This is where I am at the moment. Oh, it is not the way I wanted it to. Oh, there we go. That's much better. Kindness and fortitude. So as you can see, I finished this little motif here and also some lettering. Okay, Betsy, it's fine. I'll write it down. I'll have to reply to that. Is it fine now? You can see it properly? I hope you do. If it's still backwards or, other way around, please let me know. I'll flip it. And I'll take my sip of my gamer juice. It's backwards? Jeez. Oh, jeez Louise. How about now? Still backwards, but I'm flipping it over. Oh, now it's good? Yay! Okay, I wasn't sure. So I have my wild setup at the moment. I bought this thing on Amazon. It's like a goose handle or whatever it's called. And it has 3 flexible arms. So I'm testing it out today. So hopefully, thanks to that, I'll be able to, stream a little bit more comfortable and you'll be able to see better. I need to still adjust myself because okay, how are you guys been? I haven't talked to you or seen you in a while. It's been what, a month since I hosted my last stream. So as you can see, I'm using some variegated threads with this piece. I bought quite a bit of colors. Mind you, this little box holds also my few different whips. But as you can see, I've got quite a bit of variegated threads. They are all from DMC because I think they're most affordable at the moment on the market. So I never tried variegated threads before, so I might as well try, start it off with DMC. Just have to position it better. Yeah, I was torn apart. Apart on this. Actually, I had two different ones that I could choose from. One of them is 93, and the other one happened to be the one that I used, and it's 121. So I decided to use the darker one for the lettering, which you can see on this E. Ilonka asks if I can speak a little bit more about variegated threads. So I'm not an expert on that. This is my first time using them. So variegated threads, they have a graduated flow of color, at least the ones that I'm using. And that means that it can go from dark green, like over here, to light in one strand. You don't have to switch colors at all. It just gradually goes from one color, from one hue to the other. And the trick with stitching with variegated threads is to do one stitch at a time. So the variegation when you're stitching is even. As you can see here, it just goes lighter and lighter and lighter as I go, because I do one stitch at a time. If you stitch on this like you probably would normally approach your piece, which is I do is probably go one line up and finish the whole motif and go back, because that's more efficient for me. Instead, you have to do one motif at a time to preserve this variegation. Because as you can see, I started with the light green over here, and I'm slowly moving, using up the thread, and end of it is quite dark, so I have to be very careful. Also, you have to strategize is a little bit better, because you have to decide which piece of the design or motif you want to have. You want to make it darker than the other. So that means that you have to cut the variegated threads in such a way that suits you. For example, I started with that light blue here, and stitched along to this from left to right to make it more dark, so it matches the kindness word, which is also light red to dark. I can put them back, right? So this green motif that I'm doing here, it was made with 92 DMC. A red one was done with 115, and this end was done with 111. Because the and sign is very small, I didn't, basically you cannot see any variegation on it. So yeah, so you cannot see any variegation at all. Yeah, there's no way to, explain it fully. I can just give you like general idea of stitching, but you have to experience it on your own. I also like learned about it a little bit through YouTube and people explaining and how to use it. And this was my very first motif stitching in variegated threads. So it's not ideal by any means, but I'm learning. So if you are doing something with variegated threads, it's better to get 1 or 2 extra skeins, because in some cases you want to cut out unnecessary or unwanted variegation. For example, if you finish here in the middle of design with darker green, you would probably want to for example, you have to change completely the thread. So you probably want to cut out the lightest green or darkest green just to color match it a little bit better. So you just have to cut out a bunch of thread just to match the color a little bit better. Okay, so I finished this little leaf here. So technically I could go. So what I've learned that I don't really want to end my thread here, because it will take me the same amount of thread just cutting it off, snipping it off, and starting it from the other side. So I pull my thread as I would end it, but I will put the thread underneath to go to the other side and stitch the other side of the leaf. So I'll have to flip it, which is slightly annoying, and just push my thread, just the way that you would end a normal thread in cross stitching. But I want to push it on the other side. Sorry for the children, by the way. They're on the streets causing mischief, as you can see. And normally you would probably want to snip it off and start it all over again, but I just will not do that. I will just continue as it is, because you won't even see it. So there's no point of me, doing double the work. No. Okay. That's my needle minder. Do you like it? I made it out of the broken button that I had from Polish PCK and its Polish Blood Donation Center. And the back of it just broke off. So I had it for years. And I thought, hey, maybe I can make a needle minder out of it. So that's exactly what I did. I used to be a blood donor in Poland for quite a bit. I'm not really sure how many liters I gave up. I think it was about 5, so not too many. But you get some perks, like you can see a doctor earlier. If you are in the queue with other people, you have priority because you are a blood donor. And all the older ladies that are in the queue waiting to see a doctor are not a fan of that, as you can imagine. I never used that. Although I'm entitled that I could, but I never used that whenever I had to see a doctor in hospital. Not at once. That'll be suicide mission. It was in a span of few years. So you can donate only 500 milliliters per donation, or 750 in some cases. No, 450. Sorry, I'm talking gibberish now. It's 450 per donation. Oh, I talked too much and I made a mistake. Okay, easy fixable. Easy fixable. Just need to make a cross. I tried to go to my old ways and just go 3 stitches to the left, 3 half stitches to the left, and go back 3 half stitches. But I forgot that I use variegated thread, so I have to be. Am I doing this right? I think so. According to the. So it's 3 here. I'm not used to stitching like that. Maria is here. Hi, Maria. How are you? You all right? I'm sweating, by the way. It's so hot in England, and it's freaking September. How is that even possible? That's why you can hear some children, because my windows are open. I'm trying to catch, any amount of breeze. So before we started, I started this design here because I wanted to make sure that I counted it properly. Because it's so far away from the letters that I decided, okay, I will start that before we start the stream, so I will not miscount it. Right. So I'm here. Let me just put that on my pattern keeper. Okay. Pattern keeper is my lifesaver with stuff like that. Okay, so I have to go back again. So instead of ending the thread, I'll just push my thread underneath, because I'm lazy, and also I believe it saves more thread overall. Yes, Ashley, it's so humid. I'm so surprised. I thought the summer is long time gone in UK, but I guess it's not. I hope you're having a great day today, and you're just, doing whatever you can to relax and, I don't know, cool off. Do you have any good hacks how to, not die from overheating? It's 2 and 3. So we're here. And okay. Yes, I also cannot wait for fall to kick in, but I am talking about this nice fall when it is warm enough that you can still sit outside, but you're probably okay to get away with 1 or 3 extra layers, but not the rainy one. I don't really like rainy days. I know they are very crucial and necessary, but I live in this part of the UK that we don't have too much rain, which is, everyone always told me that the UK, it rains 90% of the time, and that happened to be not true. I mean, sure, we've got overcast, a lot of overcast daily, but raining? No, not at all. We don't get that too often. At least it's not that bad as people have told me before I came here. But yeah, we're getting slowly to autumn and then winter, and another year will just come and go. Hopefully 2022 will be much better than 21 and 2020. I'm just hopeful. Because at the moment, not the best years of my life, socially wise at least. And a holiday and flying and traveling is just a nightmare. Even though they told us that if you get vaccinated, you'll be free to travel everywhere. Well, that was a lie. Oh my gosh, James, I don't know how you can, exist over there. Just sounds awful. But at least you can climb your mountain. Are you doing any preparations? You talked and you flustered that you want to do it one day. Sorry for my voice. It's a little bit hoarse. Hopefully it's not the, big C. Just push my... There we go. Thread efficiency. You get the, yeah. Elena, yeah, I can agree. Sometimes just it's pouring out of the blue, but yeah, it's not that bad. Where are you from originally? If you're comfortable of telling me. Just put it down here. So current targets for today with this piece would be probably getting to this part of design of Czech Republic. We have many patients from Czech Republic in our practice. And it's the funniest thing ever that they want us to translate for them. And me being Polish, we have some similarities in language, but sometimes I have no idea what they want from us. I understand few words like marotku or chybtica or stuff like that, but sometimes they ask for things that I don't even understand what they mean. I guess you guys are neighbors. I can probably get along and have a stitchy fun time. I never did that, actually. I would like to try it at least once, to go to some kind of cafe with some people, or we don't have a local needlework shop here, so, but maybe go to like a needlework shop nearby, meet some old grandmas. Have a little stitchy time with old Nanny Susan. By the way, I hope you are just, doing something, not like sitting and just talking and just hearing me, listen to me blubbering about stuff. I hope you also picked up some kind of, craft and, stitching along. I'm planning to be here for about 2 hours or something like that. My needle minder is a little bit too far. Probably move it. How cool was that? So we're getting 2 diagonally. See, as you can see, it's getting darker and darker. Actually, let me have a look. Boom. Is that better? Stitching retreat, what is that? Oh, I never heard of it. I think you have to do the @ to tag people. You have to do @ no, like that. It should work. Yeah, people are doing something. Most of them, some of them are working, I guess. Like Betsy, just trying to be productive. Well, I'm glad that she's here, and I know she's busy. She has responsibilities, which is understandable. It's the middle of the day in the States, but it is so nice that she decided to pop in. Verified. Let me just read the chat a little bit. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder how much would that cost to jump in on something like that. Guys, I need a new next holiday. But who doesn't? Who doesn't need a holiday from time to time? Okay. I'm also out of, excuse me, I'm almost out of thread here. I should have pre-cut a little bit more, so it shouldn't be a problem. So what I'm doing with variegated threads is I am not doing a loop start, I'm just anchoring down the threads because you need two strands, at least for this. For this fabric, it is 32 count Zweigart fabric, linen. I'm not sure. I think it's Belfast. So, and I'm stitching it 2 strands over 2. So it basically works like 16 count Ada. Chris, hi. Hey, Chris, how are you doing? It's nice to see you here. What are you doing in this beautiful, I think it's about like 11, 11:30 over there? Okay. I'll be filming my floss tube either over this weekend or maybe somewhere early next week, maybe Monday or Tuesday. So I've got a bit of haul to show. Obviously, this is my new start, so that's that. And I made massive progress on the Ravenclaw, which I'm just anxious to show you guys. But today it is time to show some love for Betsy. It's not easy time for her, so I decided, hey, I haven't made any lives recently, and why not, you know, devote it to a wonderful friend. I don't want to knock things over. Okay, we're here. I don't know if I have enough thread for that, so you know what time it is. It's time for the chicken thread chicken. Okay. Let me just read the comments because there's quite a bit, which is great. Ilonka just binged your videos, Chris. Isn't that crazy? You surpassed me in your floss tip count. You have now more videos than I do, but you upload them more frequently, which I guess works for you. I do not know how do you find time to do that, but you're doing a wonderful job. And also, any updates on the Ted's jar? I'm very curious. Oh my gosh, $700. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Ashley would like to do the the Slytherin one. Yeah, I think they have all the houses available on Etsy. So just go ahead and do it. Or you can wait for me to finish it, so you'll see if it's worth it. Okay, officially, I'm out of thread. I have to finish it here. And the thread. I tried to dress a little bit more formally today, so I had my shirt. And I'm sweating horribly. That was a poor choice of clothing. I even roll up my sleeves. I could probably turn on my portable AC, which you can see over there. I don't want to point out my middle finger. It's just over there. And you can see my cat on it. Machiavelli. If you haven't seen Luca, it's a fun movie. I liked it. But has some product placement with Vespas everywhere. If you don't mind, you know. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, the variegation goes from a very light green. I'm messing it up. It goes to the lime, to kiwi, and all the way to dark. Yeah, I'll cut it here. I need a little bit more darker green. That's why I'm trying to pull two strands from this one. Because on the one that I cut previously, there's just a little bit of dark green. And so that's why I decided to cut another one right now, just to have this extra dark green that I want to use. Just put that back on the bobbin. 2 a.m. Oh my gosh, James. Thank you very much for popping in. It was so nice to see you. Take rest and don't neglect your sleeping schedule. Yeah, no worries, Chris. Take care. I know that your guys are busy now. It's middle of the day. It was nice to see you. Thank you so much for jumping in on the stream. It's always a pleasure to see you. What's a thread chicken? So the thread chicken, it is, you can see that you don't have a lot of thread left, and you have, for example, you have this amount of thread left, and you still have 20 stitches of one color to go and be done with it. So basically a thread chicken is that you are just, instead of finishing the thread and pick up a new one, you just stitch with it and hope that you have enough of it so you can finish up your design without cutting and starting a new fresh thread. So you can either win or lose. You win if you manage to finish the design with the remaining thread. You lose if you have to end your thread and pick up another one regardless. So even if you have 2 stitches left and you're out of thread, you lost thread chicken. So I lost my thread chicken because I wanted to finish this leaf before I had to pick up a new thread, and so yeah, I wasn't able to do it. So I have to anchor a new one. Okay. And that's my weird way of anchoring my thread. So sorry if that's confusing to anyone. This is how I do it. Okay. Should be 3 and 3. Okay. So let me just cut this out of existence. I just almost threw the orts to my drink. It'll be awful. Yeah, you either win or you lose. It's 50-50 for me. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose miserably. But it's fun to play it. It's universal. It's universal. You always want to be the most efficient with your threads and not waste anything. So because it costs money, the stitching is very expensive. That's why I don't have money on drugs. For drugs. I don't know what else. I don't think there's anything else that I could think of animal related to cross stitch. Maybe we should, invent something. Okay, let me just have a look if I didn't miscount it. So it's supposed to be 2 stitches off from the blue O, and that's fine. That's perfectly okay. Amazing. Well, I counted like 5 times until before I put in my stitch in, because I don't really want to frog all of that if if I made a mistake. Who wants to see that? No one, probably. Okay. Let me just mark that off. Unfortunately, I don't have any stands or frames or anything like that, so everything is just a little bit shaky. Yay, Betsy's still here. I know, Betsy. I understand. No worries. I am still glad that you're here. Hi, Trixie. How are you doing? How have you been? Come here often? It's so nice to have you guys. You're just You just are amazing. You could just do easily something completely different right now, but you decided to, pop in and just have a little company. I am enjoying chatting with you guys. Aw, thank you, Betsy. You're Noah's here. Oh my gosh, my day is complete. I can die peacefully. How is your day, Noah? How is your? Are you at work at the moment? It's like in the middle of the day, at least for you guys. Betsy is just stealth, stealth tubing, I guess. My sleep is fallen. Get some drink. Oh, yes, Noah has more stitchy time. What a lucky man. Do you do like a Zoom classes or anything like that? Noah loves my variegation. That makes me happy. Okay, so you have to surpass the T. Doable. Yeah. What? Why not? I mean, I think you talked about that on your live recently. Now that your the school that you're teaching it is doesn't have children's are not very wealthy, and they come from the poverty. So it might be probably difficult to organize that for them, but I guess they should enable some form of teaching, at least, through the Zoom or something like that. Because it's just wasting time for them. They can learn so many things at that age. They just absorbing the knowledge. And that's sad that they cannot, socialize and because they have to learn eventually how to live in society. Tennessee, yeah, he's in Tennessee now. Hi, Dave. Yeah. Thank you so much. I was a little bit hesitant because initially I wanted to make everything in one color, but then I went to the um, Hobbycraft. It is equivalent of Hobby Lobby or and stuff like that, or Michaels here in UK, and I saw all the different colors of the variegated DMC. So I like, okay, let me just get few, and I just bought 10 of them. So now I'm just playing with color. I don't want to make it too complicated. So I think I will use about 5 of different variegated DMCs because, I think if I put too much different colors on it, it will look very chaotic. And sorry to tell that, probably Jacob is not here, but I don't like one of the motifs. So I'll probably change it a little bit. The one that I'm talking about, yeah, you can see the mess behind me. The one that I'm talking about, 1 second, let me just put it back underneath, is this little heart. It is a little bit too blocky for me, so I'll try to make it a little bit more full. I'll probably mock up some like different designs that I would like to stitch instead of that, and post it on my Instagram, and we'll make a poll which one I should replace it with that, because it could look a little bit better in my opinion, to be more rounded. But we shall see. I hope that Jacob will approve that. But he's a nice person, so I'm sure he wouldn't have any problems with that. Probably like mini heart attack. Yeah, so catching up, that sounds awful. It's like catching up on school is the worst thing ever. After I remember that one time I've been sick for like about 2 weeks, and catching up on the material was awful. I had to take few missed tests. It was just awful. It's never a pleasant experience to catch up on that stuff. So recently I received a parcel with my very first silk. I think it's from Dinky Dyes silk, and it's a pearl color, just to replace one of the anchor colors that I've got in the kit I recently bought. It is. Kit is called Prosperity, Goddess of Prosperity, and I'm planning to replace one of the colors with a silk, to stitch the skin of the goddess in silk, because, well, she's a goddess and she deserves to have her skin stitched in silk, in my opinion. Let me just mark that down. I've just done so many stitches. I'm 5% done officially, guys. I'm 5% done with this. It'll take me ages to finish this. I just realized that. Okay, now I have the decision to make. Should I just continue across, or make my way up there? Let's just switch it up a little bit. Why not? Again, sorry for the children. They're not mine. I promise. They're quite loud and obnoxious. No, it should be probably very familiar with that. And for him, it's probably like a background noise. So I have to be very, very careful. Done that. I have a knot. I can feel it. You pesky little knot. Told you you're not welcomed. You keep coming back. Like nothing happened. Yeah. Need to handle that. What happened here? Need to use my leg. How did that happen? Didn't approve that. We have a crisis here. Oh yeah, I fixed it. Woo! Right. Somehow made it worse. Oh, never mind. Ugh. It's just normal day at stitching, isn't it, guys? There we go. Gremlins, yeah, gremlins are out there. So in one of the floss tips, I made a comment about children on the very end of the video, and I think only Claire noticed that, and it was so funny. I'm sweating, guys. Oh my gosh, I probably want to. You don't want me to do that, but probably love to take off my clothes right now. Have fun blowing on me. Oh, I totally understand, Elena. Take care. It was nice seeing you. Have a good night. Get some sleep as long as you can. It's not easy, I know. I'm not here. 2, 3. So 3 stitches. Perfect. I was just making sure. I would not like to miscount on that. Yeah, there we go. Just got a French knot. Need more thread. So the problem with variegated threads that you have to pull long strands of them at once just to get whole variegation on the, throughout the length of the thread. So that means that my thread is getting tangled easier. To probably zip it with the laser. Do a little pew! that be fun, Betsy? Or just pewed it with a laser and just done. The procedure is over. Yes, that's true. I think the radiation is a little bit better because puts you on lower risk, I guess, complications. But you have to decide. Well, you still have time. You have to wait for your second MRI, anyways. So I don't think there's any point of deciding now. You can do that after you get your results. Okay. Going slowly through the lighter greens. Mm. So, Noah, what are you doing nowadays? There's no school. Are you just sitting and stitching? Are you getting paid? Because that would suck if if you had to stay at home and not get paid for it. It's not like it's your decision to be off work. Not the knots. I need more thread, which I have to untangle from this one. Okay. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Whoa, that was way off. one here. Great. Oh my gosh, you're having a nap and you're getting paid for it. Sounds like a dream come true. Well, thankfully they're paying you. Using your snow days. Well, to be fair, we sometimes we had them here very early. And in England, if you get like 1 inch of snow, it's an apocalypse. So people really don't know what to do. They're not used to it at all. And for us, Polish people, like 2 inches of snow or 3 inches of snow, it's like a normal thing. And we still go to work in Poland because whole winter is like that. And they wouldn't let us stay, home and not work because that whole probably December, January, and February will be out of the question. So yeah, we're adaptive, I guess, in that regard. Here, okay. So we don't have anything like Snow Monday or anything like that. Bye, Ashley. Take care. It was nice having you here. Yeah, you should eat something. Definitely don't, don't put stitching over your, health and well-being. I am still amazed that Noah, you chose stitching. You chose teaching as your career path. It is so underappreciated thing. Like seriously, the amount of work that you'll still have to do after school is over, tests you have to grade, prepare the lessons for next day. It's just astonishing. I'm still amazed. I'm still, in this belief that teachers are not paid more. Teachers should be paid, at about the same wages are the doctors because they are very important to society. A good teacher can, a teacher can either make or break your school experience. You can take this clip, Noah, if you want. You can just clip it and give it to your headmaster office or something like that. Like, yeah, I know I'm new, but people appreciate me, and I think you should pay me more. Double the wages, please. Oh, I see, Betsy. Yeah. Mm. Well, overall, I believe that you will pick the safest option for you, and think that through and choose whatever is best for you. So just remember, your stitchy friends are here. I hear Polish people discussing about yesterday's football game. I'm not a really big fan of football, of soccer for my American friends. Apparently, Poland was playing yesterday, and they are so excited. I think we won, but well, that's just sports, you know. 22, sweaty man running on the field, chasing a air-filled bladder. Yeah, Nixter's right. When time will come, I'm sure you'll make the best decision that will be to make. So, you pesky little thread. Being naughty today. Okay, that's much better. Okay, let's be honest, it's always naughty. Never want to play by the rules, especially the metallic one. Or the glow in the dark. Abomination. Aw. The blue floss is the, dang it, 121 DMC. I'm showing it off again for people that kind of listen to what I say due to obvious reasons. Being at work, working, being productive human beings. Stop. 1 second. Hi, Milka. How are you? How are you doing? Everyone's starting their work. No one wants to listen to me. Okay, let's turn off the crotch cam. It was fun. Do you know when it lasted? While it lasted. Wait, that. Okay. 3 from that point. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Just making sure that I didn't make any mistakes. Bye, Angela. Take care. It was nice having you here. You can just pop, stitch for a little bit, and go if you need it. I'll be here for probably next hour. I'm sure the Noah lies. Cannot be enjoying every single second or minute of it. There has to be some ups and downs. Something like, Mr. Baker, shit my pants. How do you even respond to that? See? Told you guys. Okay, I think I can put that back. Overall, I really enjoy this. Oh, I made a no-no. How did it even happen? So did I? Yep. Should have learned by now. To lay my stitches as they're supposed to be. Okay, Noah, take care. It was really nice to have you here. Thanks for stopping by. Have a lovely nap. No crazy dreams. Wet dreams are made of tears. Some people. Am I right? I'm happy for him. He's able to have his power nap. Mm, yeah. Hmm. Come on. I'm gonna pierce through you. Just make some room. Okay. Another leaf done. Bye. Take care, Nixter. Nixter and Nikki. Explain yourself. There we go. What's the thread? Again. Oh, that's not the right way. But I should be able to win this thread chicken. I'm a master of thread chicken. I win 50% of the time. Either I win or I lose. Mm. That's too far. Guess I'm blind. Ilonka, that sounds like you just want to throw this away. You have to just make the correct choices and sacrifice it for your own mental well-being and mental health, because you're not going to use it anyway. Sacrifice it to the stitchy gods. Take care, Betsy. It was nice to have you here. Thank you very much for stopping by. And have a lovely conference, I guess. Don't butt dial anyone. perfect. Now I just have to end this thread over here and decide what to do next. Got a very tough decision to make. I guess I have the same problem, Ilonka. I have a thread that is just in between sizes, but it's not usable. Okay, what now? Technically do that. Yeah, let's try it. Why not? Two of these. I'm so thirsty. Oh my gosh. I have the plastic course. Oh my god, no. My nose itches so badly. It's apparently a common thing between flustubers. Okay. We just mark off what has been done so far. So I'm 157 stitches in as for today. That's the progress just for today. Overall, I am 846 stitches done on this piece. Yeah. I think the stitchy gods always get some kind of sacrifice. Either if you have the frog or your cat piece on your project or something like that. Thankfully, it never has been that bad for me. No, no, no. I don't own a cat, actually. Oh, you cannot even see what I'm stitching. Sorry for that. Mm, why don't you tell me? There we go. If a cat ever peed on my project that I spent hours and hours on, I don't know what I would do, you know. Murder will probably happen. It's still very dark. I need to stitch a little bit more, I guess. Like 3 more stitches. Hmm. We're getting there. You can see it on the thread. I think we can move now. Yeah, looks good. Okay. It is 2 stitches over T. Okay, that should be a little bit better. It'll be nice to have a frame and a stand because I could clamp everything together and it will not move. Stay in one place. But they're expensive and I'm broke. So grateful that I can afford thread and fabric. Ew, that's so ugly. Okay. I hate when my floss just twists around. Because the stitch looks awful that way. Hmm. This and this. Very nice. Ech. This one. Thankfully, it's a mirror image, so it's not that bad to follow. Unless your thread is just making knots. I have a knot. Something weird. Kind of knot. Okay, fixed it. So smart. Four. Still need to work on my 100 owls. Haven't touched it in quite a bit. And it's a shame because it's such a beautiful piece. What you can do, you have only so much time. But thankfully, I think before September ends, I should be able to finish the Ravenclaw, which will be a nice little cherry on the cake, at least for me. Yes, I've been stitching on it for quite a while now. And after that, I will try to push to finish the Halloween cats. But that requires a little bit more stitching, so I might not be able to finish it this month. Which is, okay. Not the ideal situation because I will love to finish it. I will have to definitely finish it before the Halloween kicks in. So I'll have something I can display for Halloween. Hi, Daydreams teacher. How are you? It's nice to see you. It's been a while, huh? How do I make a decision what I want to stitch? It's just impulse, really. Most of the pieces that I have, I would like to stitch on them. So normally I try to give a little bit of attention to every single one of them. I mean, as much as I can, really. But if I can see that one of the pieces is getting closer to finish, I decide that I just want to work on it and have it done so I can make a room and space for another piece, for a new start. And I really do love new starts. Everyone loves new starts, you know, preparing everything and just putting a few little bit like 10 or 20 first stitches into a new project. The first day of a new project is the best day, in my opinion. It's even the finishing it's close, but not as good as the starting it. So I try to restrict myself a little bit and not to have 50 different starts and 0 finishes. That's why I'm really, you know, eager to finish the Ravenclaw. This is a pattern by Modern Folk Embroidery. It's called Kindness and Fortitude. And this is for the Sal of Betsy Kleger. This is not the pattern that she decided to, you know, to be official Sal pattern, but I thought this represents her, and you know, this is my representation of Betsy. Basically, she is getting through some difficult times at the moment. She happened to have a tumor, which is not cancerous. That's a very reassuring and very good news that it's not cancerous. But she decided to start the stupid tumor sol with one of the modern folk embroideries patterns, which I really didn't like. It wasn't my cup of tea, so I decided to join in, but with different pattern from Jacob. And this is how it looks like. It's fully done. This is monochrome, by the way. So he stitched it on the gray fabric with white thread. I am using variegated threads instead because I like my colors. So yeah, it's a little bit different. It will look different, obviously. I'm focusing on this little motif here, and well, it's not little. It's one of the bigger ones, but this is where I am at the moment. I'm over 5% done. So yeah, hopefully. I don't want to make any promises, but I like this pattern. I'll change one thing or two when well, technically I changed quite a bit now because I'm using multiple different colors on it. But yeah, I'm planning to change one of the motifs, which, as we established, that Jacob might get a heart attack or tingling sensation inside his head, like Spider-Man. Because someone will dare to change his pattern. I need more thread. I need to move my needle. Stitchy tingle, yeah, exactly. So yeah, I've decided to make a live Stitch With Me video, especially for Betsy. By the way, I always wanted to design my own pattern. I even got a software for it for my iPad and played with it a little bit, but I couldn't, come up with something sensible and aesthetic. So it is not that easy, actually. I really thought that making a Quaker or something like that would be not that, time consuming or not that difficult, but I was just ignorant. It's actually harder than it seemed. Yes, I yes, I did that. I just took her, I photoshopped her face. I took it from one of her videos. I still have the I guess I still have the, maybe I don't. No, I do. Mm. Oh, not that one. We're just this one. It's upside down. Sorry, because the camera is the way around. But actually, this is the face that I took when she was thinking very hard about something. So yeah, I took it and just changed it a little bit. But yeah, let's go back to the. Yay, here we are. Oh, thank you. I actually haven't been doing any Photoshop in ages, so it was very hard to, remind myself how things worked. Obviously, it's not ideal, but it took me an hour to finish it, so I guess it's pretty acceptable and okay. It's good enough, let's say. If I ever do any more Stitch with Me's with this particular pattern, I will reuse it definitely. It was just too funny. But she found it funny too, so no harm done, I guess. No, she didn't mind. She didn't mind. She found it very amusing. At first, she didn't even notice that it's her face. Which was super hilarious when she did, actually. There we go. That's too much. Sometimes I have a problem finding the correct hole with the linen. sounded worse than I thought. It sounded better in my head, you know. Um, that's a good question. I pre-planned few colors ahead. I'll show you. I'll just pull the thread out because I bought few extra colors, but I try to be consistent with them. So this piece looks very similar to this one. So I will use the same green thing color on them. But for example, those flowers here, I'll try to probably use either this one or this one to color them. They're exactly the same designs are here, so I'll use the same color here and also the same color here. And these things over here and over here and also over here and here, it looks like it's you know, snowflakes with you know, magnified snowflakes. So I will probably use combination of these two blues on them. Also, some of the borders, I'm planning to use either this or this one or this. And yeah, we shall see. I can also use one of those browns on the branches over here, but I have to decide that first. This green also will go on this. I always have a problem pronouncing this. It's wretch or wreath. I think it's wreath, isn't it? And I'm planning to use which one? One of the blues on the birds. So it's half planned, let's say. It's not ideal, so I'm just making it up as I go a little bit. But hopefully I have my aesthetic sense of aesthetic will kick in and it will look nice and amazing when it's done. If not, I can always frog it, but I don't want to use too many colors, that's for sure. And the red that I'm using for the kindness word, I'll probably also use on the heart-shaped designs, which is only 2 of them over here. One is over here, and another one is here. So I'll try to use it, but I'm planning to change that little motif to represent a little bit more fuller heart. But we shall see. Still too early to decide that. But I need to restrain myself a little bit, you know, not to use too much different colors. Maybe I should just, you know, use one of the blues for the snowflakes, not 2. But I don't know. I'll decide when I get there, and I will see how rest of the pattern will look like. There's also a crown on the design, so I'm planning to use this brown gold, but I will use the golden part of it. So I guess there's a little bit of pick and choose with them. But that's definitely not the way that Jacob would approach it. When he is choosing his colors close to his patterns, he likes a very subtle variation to the threads. Like one of the black threads that he's using has a very slight variegation to it, but it looks absolutely stunning. So he's a designer. He obviously knows what he's doing, and he knows exactly what he's going for, making a pattern. Me stitching it with some colors, it's obviously unfamiliar territory. After I finish it, I would really like to show it to him. All I want to hear from him is the words, "I don't hate it." Nothing more. I just want to hear, "I don't hate it." Okay. So I got this light blue that will not fit anywhere at the moment. I need to remove some of the thread. The darkest green, somewhere here, I guess. That's why I bought a lot of them, because some of them I will be reusing, some of them I will be throwing away. I bought like 5 skeins of just this green color because it's the most dominant color I'm planning to use on it. No, I'm upside down again. Is that the same shade? Pretty much. That's pretty much spot on. Perfect. Guess we're moving up. So I tried to eyeball the color so I can continue to work from this little stump here upwards, like here, and start with the flower design. Well, I'm not sure if it was supposed to be a flower, but that reminds me more of clover. So I'll just call it clover, and I will stitch it as one. In 2 hands. It would be very nice to have a stand. It would be so much easier to anchor this thread properly. If I had one. But that's something that I want to invest in future. Either like a proper frame or maybe a lower stand for starters. I'm not really sure yet. Looks awful. Need to use some force on this to move the threads around so it looks more natural. That's better. It's so dark. Oh my gosh. Let me just try to. There we go. Why are you not telling me that it's so dark? I cannot even see what I'm doing. Mark off what I've done. It's done. Two stitches. Do 3 more and branches. Ugh. Five in total. Yeah. Probably won't be able to finish this motif today. There's no way. We have a knot. Ruiner of good time. Thank you, Linda. I'm really glad that you like it. I wasn't really sure when I chose the colors for it. Like, my partner was, okay, maybe you should do a solid color because it's made it with solid color. But I just thought, I just want to try variegated threads, and so far so good. There we go. See, you're not that bad overall. Do you talk to your threads a lot? Is that weird? Do I talk to them sometimes? I praise them or really doing great. Am I crazy? Just a smidge. That's a correct answer to that. Got some fat part of the linen over here. 3 lines done. We are on the 4th. It will be in the 2nd. No, 3 are done. Okay. No, linen over here is very clumped. I'm not really a big fan of it, but there's nothing I can do about that. Maybe it won't look that bad. Could be much worse. The hole. Oh, you know what? We can call it a monkey talk or something like that. So we'll have another farm related or animal related thing like frogging and thread chicken. Leonie! Leonie! Hallo! Wo bist du? Hi. Yes, I'm here. I'm still here. Not for long, though. Oh, what in the world happened here? What are you doing? How is that even possible? Tell me. Hmm. I've got a very difficult knot here. Sometimes my needle went through the thread. I don't even know how. Guess I'm gonna do a little bit of rachuciachu. There we go. Two more. Oh, you're in bus. Of course I'll blame the needle. I'm flawless. Duh. Six, just to make sure. We don't want any miscounting. That'd be very awful. What are you going to have for dinner? For supper? Tomatoes? Made quite a bit of progress today. Quite happy. No, fruit. Get some yogurt and a little bit of muesli or oats. Oh, that's not a good idea. But hopefully you'll be safe. Do you carry pepper spray? Just as a method of protection? Okay. See, Leonie, you're inspiring people. You should be proud of yourself. I love that interaction. It's so nice. I like that people are getting inspired by others and try to do something different and get out of their comfort zones. And Floss Tube community is such a lovely place. I mean, almost a year over here. Well, maybe not a year, but a couple of months. And only got one not pleasant comment so far, which is a fantastic achievement, I guess. Because as we know, internet is not the friendliest place on earth. And stitching community is one of the best communities I stumble upon. So that is so nice. Well, it doesn't really matter for how long you've been stitching for. There's always something new to learn about stitching, but the basics are very simple. So it's something that is very easy to learn, in my opinion, but can be difficult to master. You can design your own charts, design your own patterns. You can replace the fabric, you can replace the threads to make it more personal and even better than original. So there's always something that you can improve. You can improve your technique. So, oh, Betsy's back! Yay! How was your meeting? Was it daunting and boring, and you felt like you want to throw up? Or it was one of the meetings that could have been an email? Yes, I do. Do you want the photo? I can send it to you if you want. No, no puking. Okay, good. Sure, no problem at all. I'll try to send it after I finish the stream. Let's just agree on the ending of the stream. So I'll probably end the stream when I will finish this little motif here. So I have just 3 more triangles to do. On your holiday. Oh my gosh, that would be so epic. No problem, Betsy. I'll just send it. You don't have to credit me. Now I have to release this needle out of its prison. Okay, thankfully I didn't throw away this thread that fell on the ground. Okay. If you just send me your email address on the Instagram, I'll gladly send it over. Sorry, I have to focus a little bit on that. Here. Good. Schnipp, schnapp. Oh, oh. Yeah. Yeah, eat something else, please. Doesn't sound safe. If it was a kiwi though, that's a different story. But hair growing peaches? No, sir. Or maybe you can shave it. Is it tomato or tomatoes? Yeah, homegrown stuff is the best. It also depends on the region that you live in. For example, we've tried, when I was still living in Poland, we've tried to grow our own watermelons, and the climate is just not the same as in the other parts of the world, so it came out very small and very bitter. So I guess it depends what you want to grow. Yeah, you have a lot of things to catch up, Betsy. You've been away quite a bit. Okay. Wow, it's quite dedicated. Yeah, but Betsy is such a kind soul. Technically, I didn't plan on starting this sol, but you cannot say no to Betsy Kleger. And I said, yeah, why not? I mean, it's for a good cause, so might as well. So I, picked up one of the fabrics from my sash. That's why it's just plain white. And just I'm stitching away. Oh, please, no, Betsy. That went dark. That went from 100 to 0 very quick. Hi, Alyssa. You're late. What happened? You're late. What took you so long? I'm just joking. Try to be funny. Oh, yeah, I understand. It is not a joke. It's a big deal for children and for parents. Parents are feeling that, the child is growing up. Pre-funeral funerals. I can get behind that. Hmm. Come on, don't be such a meanie. It's my job. Hmm. Uh, 14 children and 30 on the other. Well, they have to know the letters and numbers. Oh, Betsy, if you don't, please don't haunt me. You can just pop in and do some of my stitching if you want. And so I can get all the glory after it's done. Thank you. I really do like how they are turning out. I need to put a little bit of darker green over here, I feel like. It's a little bit too fresh. Need more darker greens over here. Make this right side a little bit lighter. Well, I'm hosting the cultural appreciation cell, and I'm the one that is the most behind with it. So I feel bad about it, and I picked it up yesterday in the evening, and I stitched on it a little bit. But I'm still very behind on everyone else. Even Noah that just started it recently just surpassed me, pretty much. So I feel very bad about it. I'll try to work on it, maybe over the weekend, just to make up the time. But yeah, I need to do better with things I start and organize. Oh, that's exciting. Can we get a picture? My accent. What do you like about my accent? My partner, for example, likes how I say the word book. I don't know why. He finds it very amusing and interesting. Book. This is how I say book. You don't say book like like you mean it. Huh. Oh, that's a no-no. I was too invested in books. Go back. There we go. There's where I wanted to be. Nine days into September. It says September cottage, so you're supposed to finish it within September. So, in my opinion, you're on time, or you plan to do it before the September. Oh yeah, Leonie, that means that people at the internship can focus more on you, and you can do the more a lot of more exciting stuff now. Is that is that exciting news that you wanted to share? Oh, does that mean that you have to quarantine now, or you're free to go just to have some tests? Hmm. Should I approach that? Cut in half? Yes. Wait, I just need 2 strands, right? I'm being such a difficult person. No. Well, working in a hospital is always a risk now, at least now. There's a lot of people involved. Thankfully, you're vaccinated, so even if you get it, it should be a much milder version, and you shouldn't, you know, be suffering. But hopefully, you'll be negative, as always. That was reassuring. Okay, let's just cut this big boy in half, because I need the middle part of it, surprisingly. But I need the lighter part. I can go and wait for better times, I guess. Yeah, that will probably stop your internship, which is not the best if you want to learn. Mm. Ah. Oh, Betsy, I won one of the cards. I'm moving in the beginning of December. So my address will be different. So you can send it after Christmas. Yeah, don't mention which way the tube went in. That's not something that we want to, share over here. Yeah, curing a menopause will be a amazing discovery, but unfortunately, that is not something that you can cure. But if you find out the way to nullify the symptoms completely, I think all the women around the world will just carry you on your hands, on their hands. German genius. She's a mad scientist. Ouch. That's unfortunate. Don't worry, Leonie. A lot of inventions and uh, you know scientific discoveries are being discovered by accident. There's still chance and hope. Thankfully, it's starting to get a little bit colder, so I didn't have to get my stream juice. But after the stream ends, I'll probably get another cup. Okay. here we are. This is where I am at the moment, and I'll probably stop stitching at the moment for now. We can have a little chat for about next 10 minutes or something like that, and after that I'll end the stream. So I'll answer a few questions, and yeah. So this is how it looks now. I'll get myself something to drink. Sorry for the crotch shot. Crotch cam. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. Okay. Just scroll up a little bit. Oh, Leonie just uses her genius language. Crotch cam. Wait. There we go. Crotch cam. There we go. Yes, Alyssa, I have the photo of the full pattern. This is how it looked like. It's from Modern Folk Embroidery. It's called Kindness and Fortitude, Quaker Sampler. Let me just turn this off so you can fully see it. So I'm at this part at the moment. I'm planning to change this little heart to something for it to look more like a heart. And yeah, so according to Pattern Keeper, if I'll just mark the stitches that I just did, it's done. Today, I've done 313 stitches, and I am 6.43% done. So it is a great progress in my opinion. Probably tomorrow I will finish the other side of the branch on this, just this side. I'm not really sure if I like the variation over here. Looks a little bit sad, but maybe it'll grow on me. What do we have here? Fig leaf, yeah. Probably. Oh, people talked about me behind my back. And it was a nice thing. It never happens, Betsy. When people talk behind your back, it's never the nicest thing. Probably flash news, I guess. I kind of quit my job last Monday. I know, Betsy, and that never happens. No one says those things behind anyone's back. Yeah, I gave my notice last Monday, and because of my contract is what it is, I still have to work there for 3 months. The reason behind it was because my partner is in the military, and basically he is stuck there. Not in military, in Air Force. He is stuck there due to very strict contract. So if we want to move in together, it's easier for me to change a job and move places. So we've been together for quite a bit of time, and I've decided that, yeah, it's probably time for us to move in together. And that will happen in December. It will happen probably faster, but due to my contract being what it is, I still have to work there for 3 extra months until they find a replacement or train someone to do the job position as I do at the moment. So it is a step forward, not step backwards. So it was, strategically planned decision. So yeah, I think it's gonna be, a nice, I don't know, life change. And yeah, I'm excited. If he was living somewhere closer to my place, we'll probably find a compromise, and find a house that is in between our jobs. So I wouldn't have to move, but I wouldn't have to quit my job. But I guess that's the way it is. Currently, he's living in Bury St Edmunds, but we probably find something in Cambridge, because Bury is a small town and there are not a lot of housing options there. So yeah, few changes are awaiting for me, I guess, but it's gonna be fine. The only thing that I'm kind of nervous about is to find a new job. But having the experience that I have from my current job, I don't think that's going to be an issue. I probably will plan to find another job in healthcare, because that's quite interesting for me. Probably in one of the medical centers or the hospitals, but we shall see. I will try to aim for a medical center kind of job, because they have strict hours, and I don't want to work, later in the day or night shifts. That's not for me, and I don't want to, keep missing my partner, because he has normal job from, from 6 till 7, no, 6 till 5 o'clock. So yeah, I still want to see him when he goes back from work. So hopefully everything will be fine, and I'll be able to find a nice, employment. But yeah, and if anyone has any questions, just feel free to ask. I'll try to. Should I actually move that? No, I will work on it tomorrow, so I can stay in the queue snap for now. Let me just roll that up a little bit more tightly. Trying to protect my fabric. I mean, to be fair, my English is not the best. It is not bad by any means, but sometimes I'm just struggling to say or express myself. And I might do some grammar mistakes when I'm writing stuff, so that's that. But apart from that, I think my English is on a communicative level. I think it's on an advanced level actually, but I'm not a master in English yet. But I'm reading a lot of books in English at the moment, so hopefully that will sprout some growth and help me with my language skills. So fingers crossed, double fingers crossed, everything will just go well. No problem, Ilonka. It's my pleasure. If you have any more questions, you can always contact me on Instagram. I am trying to answer every single person. I've got even catfished once on my Instagram. No problem, Alyssa. It's my pleasure. I really like that everyone in this community is so kind and understanding, and can comprehend that someone came from work or he's tired, he wants to relax. And I'm really glad that you found my stream as something that you want to sit on and to relax. It's just really encouraging to keep on doing them. Catfishing, sorry. Yeah, I probably should do the wheel of how does Chris call them? Wheel of story time with Chris or something like that. Wheel of stories. Oh, I think that's a wheel of stories. Yes. Maybe I should do something like that. I have quite a bit of stories, especially from Poland, because the culture is a little bit different there. But yeah, I think we're gonna finish it for today. It was a pleasure to have you here, Betsy. I really hope that everything will go fine, and you'll be with us even feeling much better than it was before. Maybe your hearing will return, but if you will lose your hearing, you don't need hearing for your stitching. You can always blame it. If your husband asks you to do something, you can always blame it on your hearing. But I know that everything will be fine, and I hope I will stitch that. I will finish that before your second MRI, so it'll be finished and ready to be hanged, or I don't know. It'll be just finished, fully finished. Okay, guys, have a lovely night or afternoon. Well, to be fair, Betsy, you can always ignore people. You don't have to have any problems with hearing to ignore them. But it was very nice to see you guys. Well, you saw me, but I saw your comments. It was really nice to answer your questions. I loved that little interaction that we've got. Okay. Thank you so much again, and take care. Ciao. Ciao, Bella. Auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye. Sayonara.